Hostiles launched a cruise missile. Headshot. UAV on station. Nice shot. Standing by.
Fucked
Take
up.
him behind the woodshed. Enemy.
AGI locked and loaded. Iron sighted. Rush in the front. Welcome to my series. Surrounded by 3 pieces of heavy armor.
See the screen jumping.
My series, I named it Verbalizing My Violence. Again, verbalizing my violence just as a think through. First of all, for myself, just to see what I've done well, what I can do better, and what I did poorly. And this has helped improve my gameplay, and inshallah would help to improve yours, as obviously we learn from each other for those of us that take the game seriously. So somebody threw a sticky grenade, and my movement drew attention to my position. I'm not sure how I could have replayed that, but gratefully I have a teammate that was actually holding objectives. So now I and him, we land on the point and we're able to take it. So what's our next move? Our next move is to get to C. I see that we got C. So now we have a line, meaning we got 60% of the map all on one side. Most likely that's going to be the middle point and then the 2 behind it. So for myself, I call that a line. So what do I mean by a line? We have an idea, a strong idea where the enemy is coming from. So it's a lot easier to defend and a lot easier to attack. So I'm able to catch somebody out in the open. I want to push up to C as fast as possible. And again, I'm still fighting my controller. We all know what planned obsolescence is. Usually controllers, they break down after about 3 months. But here I got the DualSense Edge, and it lasted me approximately 6. At this point, I noticed there's a transport helicopter. And this is absolutely the worst or the best, depending on what side of it you're on, vehicle in the game. It can literally turn the game around. So I had to change plans. I can't attack D. I have to fall back and defend C. I don't have a drill charge, so I'm able to get DDoS off on this heavy tank and break the tank as well as kill the driver. Great. So that's important to have that off the board, being that he was just parking on, I got sniped at. He's just parking on the point he can capture it with ease. So I got to be careful of those buildings over to my right. But this is one of the areas that they spawn in. If they have the DE side, then one of the areas that they spawn on is going to be in the basement of that building that I was looking at. So again, we hold the point, got the Wilson, put down the mine. So that mine there was for stragglers, people who spawned in, but they weren't able to get their feet on the objective. So usually I like to wait a couple seconds, let's say 30 seconds, 45 seconds. Now I get spotted. Great. That was the second time I got spotted. I wasn't sure where it came from. Was it somebody with some device maybe, or was it a drone? I try to get some shots in this person. I want to attack him, and I tried to do a triple jump. If you jump up here on the fence and then the awning, you can jump from the fence to the awning, from the awning to the second level, but the person was able to push my position. Great, no problem. That's just part of the game. So they recaptured B in my absence, so now we got to try to retake. I see somebody on the map. I want to try to see them before they see me. And again, look at if you notice, in my hands, the controller pulls to the left. You may not notice it on the screen, but obviously it's annoying and it throws off my shot. It messes with my accuracy. So the score is pretty much the same, even from the beginning. Again, get sniped at. The enemy team is in the lead just by a bit. It's 123 to 144. And again, that can turn around or get worse. So I'm trying to communicate to my teammate, listen, I see somebody on the map. We need to get over there. So great. He's pushing through the crate. I try to come from the other end pinch the enemy in between, still looking for this person. And what I see is somebody actually got to him before me. Great. What's important is that the threat, he's no longer a threat. So A, D, E are in the enemy's hands. Try my best to do something about that. I want to fall over to A. So I highlight A by just pointing at it and pushing up on the D-pad. I wish it was a lot easier than that. The system in Battlefield is you hold L2 and then you push R1, and that's to spot things. And I think that system is a lot better than the Call of Duty system. Catch somebody out in the open, that's the same person who was actually at B. That he possibly, I'm not sure exactly where he came from or how he got there. He probably spawning on somebody. I think, thinking about it, he probably spawned somebody in that middle container, on that middle trailer. Now I want to put up a UAV for myself and my team, but I have to be careful of this angle right here. That building, those two buildings that I just looked at are known for snipers. Actually, three of them. The one with the blue dome and the other one. So as I push over, somebody here hears my footsteps and is able to get shots at me. Okay, great. That's part of the game. All right. So we got to reset and come back. Spawn on the APC. Always trying to push the action. Always trying to capture the objective. One or the other. Either capturing or transitioning or defending. Not sitting around doing nothing. Rarely, once in a while, if my team has a large lead, I will farm other players, but generally no. Now I found that this kill was very bizarre. How is it that this person is literally tracking me through the wall? I can't think of anything I did to put me on the map, but for some reason it was able to ADS my position. So I saw APC, and of course there were always going to be players trickling out. So I want to be able to pick them off, and I still see somebody else on the map. Our Rocketeer here has no idea. So I'm trying to figure out where they are. Are they up top, up or back? No, they're not there. Over here by the tree. Yes, straight ahead of me. I get shots on them. Throw the gas. When I get over, they're dead already. Great. So somebody else was able to remove that. So now, again, we're just in a back and forth, which is normal, right? But the enemy team is pulling away. They are increasing their lead. So I throw this gas not just to fish, if that makes any sense. I want to see if somebody is going to start coughing, and that was a bad placement for this mine, because if somebody comes around the corner, they would see it, and they have a chance to possibly, it gives them an earlier warning. Great. So a teammate is able to find the person who's on the point. So now we have 60% of the map and a line, as I described before. That circle I just did. Nice. That underbarrel shotgun at a certain range works well. But it seems like, let's say at 5 meters, it works well. At 6 meters, it's like spitballs. Now that's the sniper. I don't know if you saw that glint. That's the sniper that one player spawned on before. So now we got a line, 60% of the map, all on one side. That's usually the middle point and two others besides. I want to get out of the way of that ATV, because although the player was dead, that ATV might have killed me if it ran me over or if it just bumped into me. I don't know. So now we're transitioning. So now here, there are three things that's very important in first-person shooters, especially in this type of map, domination type maps. You want to have knowledge of the map, knowledge of spawns, knowledge of traffic flow. I know where people are spawning at D, and I have a general idea of the path that they like to take when they transition from D to C. And that gives me an advantage. Here I made a mistake. I already had a Wilson, but I earned a second Wilson. Now, unfortunately, you can't stack your Wilsons, meaning although I had earned two, I only can call in one. So that was my first mistake. Second mistake, this rail. This goes back to principle number one, which is knowledge of the map. I did not know that if you come off that cliff that's close to D, you might get stuck on that railing with the Wilson, but that's just experience. So now I'm trying to indicate to my team, listen, we need to be taking D. Y'all need to fall on D. And, you know, I'm not a stranger to this. I come across something that's very depressing. And what is that? I don't see one teammate or two or three. There are actually four teammates in this area, none of them capturing the objective. We have an advantage, and we have better weaponry, meaning the use of the, or we had the use of the Wilson. And here I get killed by a chopper gunner. So that gave us all opportunities, all the strength that we needed in order to take D. But some people, their mind, they think that this is team deathmatch. That this is, as they call it in Halo, Slayer. This is not Slayer. You have to throw your body on the objective. So now I'm like, listen, the score is still close. I got to make it to the other side. I tried to communicate with the pilot of the transport helicopter, but that wasn't going to happen. As this is going on, here comes a light tank. I can't just ignore this, because if it parks itself on the objective, it will cap. So the plan is same as the plan with the heavy tank. Try my best to catch it from an angle so I can DDoS it and drop under it mines so that I can disable the vehicle. And as you read there, it said a bunker buster. Nice. So now we have, I believe, 3 points, and I get shot in the back. We have 3 or 4 points, and they only have 1. So that slows down the amount of score that they're going to earn. Got to make it to D. So I spawn on the APC. APC is going to crawl across. I can't, no, that's not going to work. I jump into the helicopter, the light helicopter. I'm making a beeline for B. Hopefully we can get 4 points, and again, just increase or at least tie it up. I jump out. I'm glad I did not die. If the ball is in your hand and you go to take the shot, you don't want to be the one who trips. So we pushed it to a draw. Okay, great. Right? I'm not complaining about that. I wish I had like-minded teammates, because things would go a lot smoother. 95% of the games I think we would win. That's 9 out of 10. You just need people with like mind, like skill, like availability, and like motivation. So inshallah, I see you all in the next one. Barakallahu li wa iyyakum.